Welcome back. We're live on Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Now, if you have questions about how to use the product, you want to get involved with longevity, you can get a hold of me. My email address is mike@teamglidden.ca. And I reiterate .ca because Americans have a real problem with that, and they end up sending it to mike@teamglidden.com. Once again, the correct address is mike@teamglidden.ca. Before the break, we were talking to Graciela in Florida, and she is talking about her son and the wonderful effects and changes in his life. Now, he wasn't real sick to begin with or anything, but as you were saying, Graciela, he has noticed a big boost in his energy and his cognitive abilities at school.
Right, and also he plays hockey, so I noticed that the big difference on his endurance. Even Wednesday, I went to his practice, and they have to do like loops around, the ice very fast, as fast as they can, and he was 2 loops ahead of everybody else.
Are you serious?
It was ridiculous. My mother said, "I can't believe nobody can follow him."
You know what? You need to talk to the rest of the hockey moms and maybe bring some rebound to practice and just tell them you want to. Yeah, here's my secret.
And also at school they have on PE they have this pacer test that they have to do, and the last time he did was before longevity, and he had to go back and forth in a certain amount of time. He did 35 last time, before longevity. Now after longevity he did 60. He was ahead of everybody else.
That's
it's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I think, too, like sometimes I see people saying, "Oh, my kid won't take that." I think if you take the time to show them the videos about the good food and bad food that Dr. Glidden has and explain why you're doing this, they will do. Because now if I forget to give him, he'll say, "You forgot to give me, So.
Right. Well, if you've got a young son, just tell him, look, this will make the girls will love you. Right? That's all you got to do. Because, and they won't develop all the skin problems that come with growing up, and, it'll really minimize the impact of these things.
Yeah, his skin is glowing. It's just beautiful, I give him the rebound when he's playing sport, and it is amazing. That's why I see it's like how important it is to be an appropriate package and, dosage for your body weight. It does make a big difference for sure.
That's awesome. What else have you seen?
With him, like I said, he doesn't have any health issues, and he's been good. But also, you have recommended me to add to what I was doing, the HGH Youth Complex.
Yes, I did.
I said I liked the way my skin was already with the Healthy Star Pack and the selenium, but after the HGH is a big difference. I've been taking for a month now. Mm-hmm. And, oh, my God, I have a glow. It's almost like I'm on the sun. I had that glow and that color. I love it.
I told you.
And I sleep well now, too. That's one big thing. I have awesome dreams, and I sleep well.
That's one thing I noticed when we started using the HGH Youth Complex, that when I was sleeping, my dreams were just off-the-wall crazy. Not bad, but like all night long, really crazy dreams. And I would wake up, well, I still do, like totally refreshed with the best sleep of my life.
That's great, yeah.
That's awesome. Anybody else in your family?
I have a testimony about my mother, but I will call Monday for that.
All right. You call Monday and talk to Dr. Glidden. Graciela, thank you for calling the show. We appreciate these testimonies. There's a lot of new people that are kind of on the fence wondering if this thing really works. And if you heard Graciela, longevity makes women beautiful. It makes your kids healthy. And I'm fond of saying, don't get cancer in the first place. And Graciela is on the right track. Tyler is a lucky kid.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks for your help and your advice, and I followed and it worked.
Awesome. Thanks for the call, Graciela. We're going to let you go, and we're going to jump over to Anthony in Detroit. He's been holding a while. How you doing, Anthony?
Hey, Mike, I'm doing good. Back in the Motor City. Had to get out of the country down there in Alabama. So I'm glad to be home in Detroit.
Yeah. So what? Detroit's going through some hard times.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking about shutting off water in the city and whatnot?
Yeah. You know, they were just saying that the bankruptcy guy just handed the city back over to the mayor and the his folks. So just last week he handed it back over to the city. So maybe they're trying to come up, I guess. You know, he corrected some of their debt, I guess, and so he's going to stay on until it gets back up and going. So
it's a real shame what happened to Detroit. Like it was the economic driver of America for so many years, and it's just been devastated. All these companies shipping all the work over to China and India, and it's just unreal what the government and business have done to Detroit. And there's no reason for it. There's no reason that all those factories needed to be closed down, and that's what happens when government gets involved, and it's just awful. But anyways, Anthony, what's going on?
I've got two ladies. One is she's 5'5", 168, and she's had bronchitis, has had breast surgery. She says she broke her neck and has recovered from that, but still has pain in her neck and has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, and cramps in her leg. And she's on a budget, but I told her she needs to I told her about different things with the digestive, breathing, and skin problems, and the type 2 and the cholesterol. And but you know, I told her I would call and call and ask the experts. You know.
Well, I'm glad you did, Anthony. And you know, this is the difficult thing with all of this when people are on a budget. Oftentimes, you know, they're in the weeds with their health in the first place. And ideally, there's an amount to take for body weight and, you know, different products for different things. But you've got to kind of sit down and figure out what a person can do on a limited budget, right?
Right.
So, you know, bronchitis, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. She broke her neck. That's just awful. Was that quite a long time ago?
Yeah, I think it was a while back. She's still hurting from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what I would do, even if she can afford to get one Healthy Start pack,
right.
I mean, I don't know what she can afford, right? But if she can at least get one Healthy Start pack with the selenium and the sweeties. Okay, and then, you know, for the high blood pressure, if she could add into that mix the Ultimate Dailies, that could go a long way toward helping with that blood pressure. Now, if she can't do that and she can only just get the Healthy Start pack with the sweeties to balance out the blood sugar with the chromium and vanadium, I've seen so many people get over type 2 diabetes. I get angry when I read articles where they talk about how incurable it is. And actually, I have a article from Medscape here. Yeah, it's really annoying because it seems like people go to university for 6 to 9 years just to get stupid. And they don't know what they're doing. They really don't. But, you know, you're a smart guy, Anthony, and you're just going to have to work with this lady, and you're going to have to figure out, like, she's just going to have to prioritize. And if it were me, and if she's on an extremely limited budget, I would get at least a Healthy Start pack, some selenium, and sweeties into her. Now, if she could afford it, ideally, you know, we'd be looking at 2 Healthy Start packs, Ultimate Dailies, sweeties, and extra selenium. But you're just going to have to see what she can afford and get her on that 10 bad food list. Now, she's going to have to add to that list sugar, okay, because of the diabetes, right?
Right.
I was just saying to my group last night, we talk about a 10 bad food list just to make it as easy as possible for people, but you've got to kind of do some experimenting with yourself, because you might have a 12 to 15 bad food list, right? It might be more than 10. So, like myself, I can't eat chocolate. I can't do it, right? I mean, I love it, but I get adverse effects from it. So I've got an 11 bad food list, right?
Okay.
So treat yourself like a chemistry set. Check out what you're eating and see what the effects are over the next few days. And she's going to have to learn exactly what affects her, how, and she's going to have to stick to it. Now, what about this second lady here, Anthony?
Second lady, she's 36, between 140, 160, 5 foot. She has 2 herniated discs in her neck and lower back problems, acid reflux. And she talks about when she drinks water, it gives her a problem. But I told her I don't think that's what's causing her acid reflux. But she says when she drinks water, it flares up. So I tell her to drink a lot of water. I tell everybody to drink a lot of water, but...
Right. Okay, so with the herniated disc, that tells me immediately that there's a mineral deficiency, and also with the acid reflux, and you probably already know this, Anthony, but this is just like the diabetes like we were discussing earlier. Acid reflux is a joke. It's a joke, and the highest paid medical people in North America don't know what to do about it. They have it completely ass backwards. I suffered from acid reflux for years, and it's a simple calcium deficiency. And I have another piece of advice for you with the water thing. We're going to discuss that on the other side of this break. Then we're going to go to Madru in California and Orrin in South Carolina. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back after this. We are live once again here on Fire Your MD Now Radio on the Genesis Communications Network. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. If you just heard about us, you can get a hold of me, Mike at teamglidden.ca. Once again, Mike at teamglidden.ca. Before the break, we were talking to Anthony in Detroit City, and he has a friend. She's 160 pounds, herniated discs, back pain, acid reflux. And as I was saying before the break, acid reflux is a joke. It's so easy to get rid of. All she's got to do is eat lots of salt in her diet and get calcium into that stomach of hers. The doctors have it absolutely backwards. They'll give you antacids, which will actually make the problem worse, which is exactly what I was going through. I couldn't go to work without a whole pile of antacids, and the problem was getting worse and worse all the time. Boom, I find longevity in the mighty 90, and acid reflux is just a bad memory. I don't even really remember what it's like anymore. So it's really easy, salt and calcium, and she's going to get that calcium in the OsteoFX that she's going to get with the Healthy Start Pack. Now, normally you'd go with a Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, but what we're going to do is we're going to break it up a little bit, Anthony, and I would like for you to order her a Healthy Start Pack Liquid 2.0. That's Liquid 2.0. I don't ever go with the powder. Some people like it better. I don't. So, I'm hosting the show. That's how I'm doing it. And also, you want to add to that, Anthony. You want to add to that the Liquid Glucogel Plus. Okay, Liquid Glucogel Plus, and I'm a huge fan of that product, and that is for connective tissue. Your body needs that glucosamine, all right? And she's got basically little pads between her vertebrae, okay? And they are running out of material, and her discs are scraping against each other and causing her all kinds of pain and discomfort. Now, have you explained to her about the different foods that she needs to stay away from in order to optimize the results of this?
I believe I have. I'm going to go over it again with her once I talk to her again. And
Yep. You know what? You know what's a really good way to go if you become an insider and just show her the videos of Dr. Glidden talking about it. He can be pretty convincing. And, he's actually a doctor. That's another thing he's got going for him. But you know what? This is easy enough that anybody can do it. You don't have to have a 6-year medical degree in order to take your life and your health back. And I've proven that. A lot of people I know have proven that in their own lives. And Anthony, you're obviously a longevity distributor. What have you seen in your own life?
As far as me taking our product?
Yeah.
It's the energy. My right knee used to stick out the bone a little bit, and that went back in and has never come back out.
Like just underneath the kneecap?
Right. Well,
yeah.
on the outside of the kneecap, yeah.
Okay, did they call that Osgood Slatters?
No, I didn't have anyone look at it. I just noticed it as I used to have to walk upstairs to my apartment.
Yep.
And I started feeling, the bone sticking out. So, yeah, that went back in and went back to normal. But I remember what Alex Jones said. When you take the powder, he said you'll look at food like you won't have to eat it. And that's exactly what happened to me with the powder of the Healthy Starter Pack.
Yep.
And I said, man, that's never happened to me before. I used to go in the Walmart and GNC looking for something, but never could, never bought anything. And so when I found Dr. Wallach through Alex Jones, it just made sense, Everything made sense, and I've learned so much, and ended up meeting Dr. Wallach last December in Atlanta at our preppers convention. And, man, they gave me so much love, him, Brandy, and Kelly. So I just incredible. This company is incredible, and I'm with them for life,
Yeah, same here. You know what, Anthony? I actually found out about this through Alex Jones as well.
Okay.
And no matter what anybody has to say about Alex Jones, he's doing a really good job of what it is that he does. Right. And he is the reason that I'm on the radio talking to you today. So thanks, Alex. Anthony, we're going to let you go. Thanks for the call, and hopefully you can help those ladies get their health back. Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back with Madru and Oren after these messages. Welcome back. We're live. Player your MC now reading Mike Phillip filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden, and we have got loaded phone lines. I had a ton of stuff I wanted to go through, but the calls are what's important here. So with that, we're going to go over to friend of the show, Madru in California. How you doing, Madru? Hello, Madru.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, we just came back from Vegas and at the summit. Oh my gosh, it was off the charts. Everybody was there. I took a picture with Dr. Glidden with our hands folded, and Mike Glenn. I mean, just so many people were there. With the just everybody was just so gracious. We just heard so many testimonies and stuff like that. But anyway, I've got a lady. I have two ladies. I have one that has, she's got a problem with her, she's when she lays down, she has to urinate. She urinates all night. She's taking the BTT, but it's a problem. So she's elevating her feet, and that seems to help. But as soon as she lays down straight, she has to go to the bathroom. So there's something going on with her inside there.
Is there any pain? Like, does it feel like it could be an infection or anything like that?
No.
No? It's just not functioning.
Right.
Okay, and you've got her on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine?
Pardon me?
And she's on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine?
Yes, she's taking the Healthy Start Pack, yes.
Oh, full Healthy Start Pack. Okay. So how long has she been doing that?
For about a month, and a little bit over a month now. 2 months, about a month.
Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. That sounds to me like, here's what I would do. I would up the minerals, okay? If she can add to that the plant-derived minerals and, honestly, some extra osteo-FX, that could go a long way towards supporting and promoting the healthy structure and function of her bladder.
Okay.
Also selenium, I would add to that as well.
Right. And I know it's 50 pounds per, 1 bottle per 50 pounds. So I'm good with that. Also, this is something else that, I just love coming to these events that we have, because you can tell who's on the minerals and who's playing around. I just love how everybody is, Dr. Glidden and Ben Fuchs, and I love Sanjay and everything like that. Now, I want to tell you about the other person I have. The other person I have has they actually have I guess they have a swollen uterus, and with some discharge, and she's on a lot of the products, basically she's got the discharge now.
Yeah, okay, so I've heard of that before in other women that actually were able to get over it, okay?
Right.
And is she, tell me this, is she using any Fucoidan products? Like the Z Radical or the Fucoid Z?
She is taking the Fucoidan. I think she's taking the Z Radical, but shouldn't she be really aggressive with that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I was also going to ask about the HGH Youth Complex.
Yes. I'm trying that, and I love it. I've been taking it for about 3 weeks now, and it's been wonderful. Besides the plant minerals.
You heard Graciela. Hey, it makes your skin just glow.
Yes. Well, actually, between that and spraying the minerals on my face too. I mean, I'm just glowing at the summit.
I bet you are, Madru. So yeah, and if this woman could get a lot of eggs into her and avoid sugar, avoid sugar and lots of eggs to help, and if she's got inflammation going on, right? You want to add a lot of antioxidants, get a high ORAC value into her. But the Fucoidan should help with that in a little bit of time. How long has she been using the products?
Since for almost I guess a year, but I guess the swollen and the I think she was actually spraying too the plant minerals. So I guess it's a sensitive area, but I'm trying to think of the discharge and everything. What would help that? So you're just saying high antioxidants. And,
high antioxidants, and I would have her avoid sugar as well, because if there's any kind of infection there, then the sugar will be feeding that.
It feeds it, right? Exactly.
Yeah, she could also add colloidal silver to that as well.
Oh, okay.
And see if that helps out. That's what I would do.
So would spray the area with the silver?
You can put it on topically, but she could take it internally as well.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you, Mike.
Well, Madru, thanks for calling. I always appreciate it when you call, and you've probably helped a lot of people. I mean, we hear you all the time on the show, and I've spoken to you quite a few times, and it's great. So, keep doing what you're doing. I was talking earlier about this Sergeant Rick Schiff who went to this Dr. Brzezinski, and he was able to get his daughter, the brain tumor went away, but the chemotherapy killed her. But here's the thing. Dr. Brzezinski runs out of a clinic, and he has about a 20% success rate, which looks good if you're looking at a 5% success rate. And it's a clinical setting, it's very expensive, and you're looking at only 20%. The beautiful thing about longevity is we are a grassroots coalition of the willing, and we're taking it to the streets and right to the people in their homes and wherever they might be. And Madru, you're doing awesome work.
Oh, and I just want to tell you one more thing, too. The longevity convention is coming up in March. That's going to be off the chart. It's going to be last week of March. It's going to be in Ontario, California. We are so excited.
I saw that on the site, I'll probably end up here answering phones while Dr. Glidden's down there having a good time.
Oh, well, when are we going to meet you?
Well, you will one of these days. I just, I don't like crossing the border. I've had bad experiences. I don't know if it's something with my face or what, but border guards have a real problem with me. And, oh man, I've had such crazy, stupid experiences getting stuck at the border for like 6 to 8 hours. And I've got family in the United States that I want to go and visit, but I've got a real problem with going down there because they end up making me wait about 6 to 8 hours, and they want to ask me a bunch of questions, even though I don't have a criminal record, and it's just a crazy, stupid ordeal. So I am happy to hang out in Canada and avoid the whole thing, but I do really want to come to one of these conventions. It sounds like a really good time. I'd like to meet Ben Fuchs. And did you run into a guy named Corey Prop?
No, but I did run into Danny Glover, and he gave his testimony and everything like that. That was awesome. And Danny Glover, the actor.
Yeah, Danny Glover beat diabetes, was it?
Mm-hmm. But yes. He's off on this crusade, too. So there's so many people. So we're really excited, because people don't know what they don't know. And they just give it a try for 30 to 60 to 90 days, their lives will actually change. So, this is a crusade that we're on to save the world.
Saving the world with Madru here on Fire Your MD Now. Thanks for your call, Madru. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll let you go, and we're going to jump over to Orrin in South Carolina. I've been waiting a while. How you doing, Orrin?
Good. How you doing, Mike?
Well, I'm doing all right, man. What's on your mind today?
Well, I had a stroke back in July of 2012, and it left me with, I got a limp in my left side. The left side is what is affected. And my left arm and hand, I can use it, but it's kind of spastic,
Right.
Don't want to eat an ice cream cone with it. I might wear it,
Yeah, that's so good.
I was wondering when that numbness might go away or what I could do maybe to help it. Now, I've been taking longevity products since that stroke, faithfully.
How long ago was that?
I started taking them like the last of August of 2012. About a month after I had the stroke. And I came home in August, and then I went back to work. I worked at an auto parts place, and they told me, after August, they kept, coming by to see me and stuff and calling me. They said, if you can get back to work, I'll put you at a desk, and I can sell, over the internet. I sold diesel injectors and gasoline injectors. And so I went back to work in October. They put me at a desk, and I averaged probably over $5,000 a day just in injectors.
Wow.
And anyway, I went ahead and retired this past February because I had a pension I could draw from the Teamsters out of Chicago. So I went ahead and retired, and now I'm at home and trying to get more people to join longevity.
Have you had much success at getting people to sign up?
Not a whole lot, but every now and then I get one,
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that builds over time. You know what really made things take off for me was having a regular meeting, and all you got to do is just show Dr. Glidden's videos.
Yeah.
And get a DVD set or whatever, and watch those videos. And because anybody around you, just about say 9 out of 10 either has high blood pressure, diabetes, or bone and joint pain. So if you can get people to watch those videos with you, that could be a game changer, and that really helped me out big time in getting the message out.
Yeah, and that's what caused my stroke, is a little bit of a high blood pressure.
Yeah, they go hand in hand, don't they? So how is your blood pressure now?
Oh, great. I took extra calcium and magnesium.
Yep.
And within 30 to 45 days, it was under control. And the last time I had it checked, which was last week, it was like 128/80. So.
That's great to hear, Orrin. So you want to get the full range of motion and use back on on the one side there that's been numb since the stroke. So what are you taking, Orrin?
I'm taking the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Ultimate Daily. I take 6 glucogels a day, and I take extra calcium, OsteoFX liquid, and I take extra calcium pills too.
Okay. All right. So if
I take Sweeties.
And Sweeties too?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a blood sugar disorder before?
No.
No, just take them anyways. You know what? I'm the same way. I never got diagnosed with anything with blood sugar, but I started taking the Sweeties, and I found that I wasn't such a caged animal. I couldn't be at home and just be comfortable.
Yeah.
I would pace around, and I felt like I was missing out on something. I had to go do something else and just couldn't be comfortable in my own skin. And I started taking the Sweeties, and all of a sudden I was able to relax and focus better on the things around me. So, blood sugar disorders cover so many different things people don't even realize. If you have a wife that's crazy, or if you have, say, a son or a brother or somebody that exhibits signs of schizophrenia, or just, blood sugar disorders run the gamut. But good for you, Orrin. If I was you, well, you know what? I hear the music, so I'm going to hold you over to the last segment here, Orrin. Can you hang on? Welcome back. We're live on Fire Your MD Now Radio. Mike Phillip filling in once again for Dr. Peter Glidden here on this Friday, October 3rd, 2014. For the break, we were talking to Orrin in South Carolina, and Orrin wants to restore some damage that was done from a stroke a number of years back. He's already had some really great effects from the longevity products. Orrin, are you still there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. So, Orrin, what I'd like you to add to what you've already told me is the ultimate selenium, okay? The ultimate selenium. All right, if you're going to get the full use out of that side again, you got some rebuilding to do, and the copper and the selenium is going to help big time with that. On top of that, Orrin, if I was you, I would be intaking a whole lot of protein and cholesterol. I'm talking 8 to 10 eggs a day, lots of chicken with the skin. I'm talking steak. I'm talking lots of meat. Sound good?
Yes.
Like, I want like at least a third to 2/3 of your plate to be protein.
Good. Okay.
And that can go a long way to helping restore the damage. I don't know how far is too far, neither do you. But, God willing, we can make this work for you, buddy. Thanks for hanging on as long as you did with the phone call. So what kind of things have you seen in the people around you with longevity, Orrin?
Well, I've seen some arthritis go away, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had hurting in my shoulders and hips and stuff and legs, and that's about going away now. And I have one more thing for you. My stepson, he's like 56 years old.
Okay.
He's an epileptic. He's been an epileptic since he was probably 18. I know he just graduated from high school and went to college for 3 years and started having epilepsy so bad that we had to take him out, and they had him on so much phenobarbital when I left Indiana. He was the doctor down here that we went to take him to said if he gave that much to a 1,200-pound horse, it would knock him out. But anyway,
wow.
He recently had a doggone heart attack, and now he's got type 2 diabetes also.
Wow.
And I'm getting ready to put him on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So how much does this guy weigh?
Probably about 170, 180, something like that.
Yeah, so, from what you've told me, I would definitely go with 2 healthy blood sugar packs. And I've actually heard of people, through Facebook and other things like that had multiple seizures all the time and were able to get their driver's license back after about 2 or 3 months on just a Healthy Start pack. So, this could go a long way to nailing both of those problems. You're aware of the 10 bad food list, Orrin?
I don't have it. I've heard about it, but I don't have the whole list.
Okay, if you go to drpeterglidden.com or fireyourmdnow.com.
Okay.
All you got to do is put your name and your email address in the registration area, hit send, and they will send you a copy of that 10 bad food list. And also there will be a link to a video called Against the Grain that you can show them. And that is Dr. Glidden explaining why people should absolutely never eat gluten. And that's going to go a long way to help out your son-in-law. So 2 healthy blood sugar packs. He's going to have to avoid sugar, of course. But the good news about that is I've seen so many people get over type 2 diabetes that it's almost a joke. I mean, if it didn't, make people's lives so difficult, it would be funny. But I just can't believe that there's so many people with this problem when it's so easy to fix. Oren, thanks for your call. We're going to let you go. I hear the music, and that means that we're at the end of our show. Remember, if you'd like to get involved with longevity and you need some help and you need somebody to hold your hand through getting over a health problem, you could contact me, Mike at teamglidden.ca. And once again, I've had a great time hosting the show. Thanks for your calls, and we'll be back with Dr. Glidden on Monday.